Hello everyone, welcome to the very first video of my new channel called Figureverse Central. It's where I will be doing many figure reviews, hosting, news, and things like that. Today we will be reviewing Ringmaster Foxy. I was pleased to see that there were many of these at Target and only $10 and not like 40, 50, 60 to 100 like you would most likely see on secondhand market. You can only get these at Target. I'm glad to actually get one Foxy. I haven't got any other Foxy like the Withered option. I haven't seen Withered Foxy or Withered Freddy, any of these guys yet. I haven't seen the classic Foxy, but I'm sure they'll show up in stores eventually. They're starting to show up. The FNAF Jazwares merchandise is starting to show up more in stores, so I'm happy about that. Ringmaster Foxy, instead of a hook, he has a whip going long all the way back there. I do like the withering, more rusted metal look. That looks better than the classic Foxy and the endos of the first wave 1. So I do like how they are dinging it up more. Of course, it has the jump scare action. I'm not in favor of the jump scare action, but there are ways around that. And there are glowing parts. The glowing parts would be the eye, the little orange endo parts that you see inside him. And surprisingly enough, this whole whip actually glows in the dark as well. Right, and on the back, like I said, the jump scare mechanic, and possible other of the World of FNAF figures that you could get. Alright, let's get in and open them up. Keep in note when opening this Foxy, it looks like that there is only one pair of those plastic straps right here. So before pulling them out, make sure to cut this somehow. Time to pull this out now. Usually I prefer pushing the plastic in, because when you push it in, the figure easily comes out, most of the time. So here we have Ringmaster Foxy, with the Ringmaster top hat. My mind every time wants to say Ringleader, but it's Ringmaster. The only joint, or the width, looks like it's here at the handle. But yeah, right now, the way this looks in person, this looks actually pretty nice. Let's see if I can get a closer look at that detail of the legs. Yeah, much better withering. Much better all around. I like the scratches. This definitely looks like he comes from like a broken down animatronic circus attraction. And this is from FNAF AR, right? All of this is from FNAF AR, that app where special delivery, where you find these things in your house and capture them or something. Focus. Yeah. I noticed the hands right here aren't as separate. It's like a middle piece in there, but that doesn't bother me too much. I like the metallic look. I like the metallic scratches, like the dirtiness, the roughness, the dust that accumulates over time if you left these in like a storage unit. Very nice indeed. He even has like a little key and some skulls around his waist chain belt thing. Some more chains here. Now, even though there's orange parts I know is like the endoskeleton parts, I just think it's kind of weird. I think they only did that for it to glow, but the orange just kind of looks weird inside there. I do like this dark brown, gold, dirty gold coloring that's happening around this collar. I think that looks very nice on Foxy. Got some paint detail on the back of the tail cape. This outfit is all ripped and torn here. This is a soft plastic rubbery thing here. Again, more scratches and weathering here. I like this very much. This is a good direction for Jazwares when it comes to FNAF figures. This is what people want to see more of. I'm glad they delivered on that. Now I know a lot of people are going to complain about Foxy's neck. That thick neck right there. That strong jaw neck. Alright? Yeah, you could say that it looks kind of weird and awkward on Foxy, but are you really going to notice that far away? I mean, it's black. You're not even going to see it. But he does stand well. I do have, if you see in the background, I do have a golden Freddy based on this office set back there. But yeah, overall aesthetics look pretty good. I think maybe there could have been little black circles in the skulls that are just sculpted on there. Even has some paint underneath the jaw there. Some peg holes for the feet. Some scratching going on all over the ears and head. I think there could be a little bit more texture and withering and darkness going around the face here, because part of it just seems like a white splash, and it's like the eye patch. It's like the eye patch piece right here is not really painted, so I think right there should be black. That line right there. Overall, pretty cool, pretty decent sculpt design for a $10 figure. Now let's go over articulation. As you all know, again, the jump scare mechanics. I'm just move this whip to the side here. The jump scare mechanic, this button in the back, is going to cause the arms to go like this, forward. And that is going to have a little bit of prevention of holding that mouth open, despite you moving the arms around. Again, it's an okay mechanic, but I kind of wish Jazwares would retire this. But good thing is, I know a way around it, because usually I would just open them up. Actually, wait, where would you do that on this mouse? Yeah, oh man. I just realized. The screw holes are actually supposed to be there. Alright, this is going to be an interesting one. But yeah, jump scare mechanic, basic. No head articulation, no moving side to side because of that mechanic. Ears not moving. Hat not removable. But you can move the arms. Lower arm. Swivel it around. Can move the hand. Bend it up and down. So. Same with this side. Move that. And swivel this whip around. Like so. There we go. And this is just another rubber plastic. Just going to bounce back in place. I wish there was maybe another joint right here, so you can get more motion out of it, because it's just all going to come in by a little swivel at the wrist. Of course, then you got the legs. Legs going to be moving all the way out. It's a drop down, so let's see. If I push it up a little bit, a little more forward, of course it's going to kick out like that. You're going to bend at a knee at 90, which is standard for an animatronic. And you got to swivel at your knee. You got movement at the ankle. And get a good focus on the ankle. Rock it down like that, or move it all the way up, practically fold it at that point. And you can swivel this individually around. A pretty decent standard animatronic locomotion. I kind of do wish that the arms could bend a little bit more towards his torso, but I do understand with most of the animatronics, and especially with Foxy with this coat on, that he's going to have a little bit less arm movement when it comes to bending them forward and close to his chest, but you are going to be able to swivel them around and pose them around like so. Hold them up to the side. And at least you can bend the wrist. And so I think that's pretty good. Let's see, I almost forgot about this. Yeah, I thought so. There is going to be a little bit of a hindrance because he got that tail cape, and even though it is a soft plastic, it's going to be a little bit of hindrance of the back leg when it comes to moving all the way back. Let's see, there is an opening here. Because this is tethered, we are able to bend the knee to actually get it back there, so it's not the worst. And I believe he can stand on that. He can stand by himself with his leg up, so that's good. A little bit hindrance at the thigh when it comes to this leg, but you can bend it backwards, so it's something better than nothing. So it's definitely like he's running at you, ready to whip you. I don't know what's scarier, a Foxy coming at you with a hook or a Foxy coming at you with a whip. Tell me in the comments below. Here's Ringmaster Foxy next to Golden Freddy, and you may have noticed that my Golden Freddy may look a little bit different. It's because I followed a tutorial that I found on YouTube of how to actually get rid of that jump scare mechanic. All that stuff in the back, it's all closed up. Basically what you do, you just take these out and unscrew the screws, open the half out, take out the springs, then activate the arms and the jaw with the jump scare mechanic. And you can just close it back. What I did is that my Golden Freddy, I thought he was way too clean looking, so I dirtied him up a whole bunch. And I used some of those twisty ties and put wires into his sockets in different areas. I just wanted him to look more broken down and old. And to that, I now have a working jaw where you can hold his pose. Then you can actually use that jaw properly. So yeah, that's fun. I did the same with Toy Bonnie and Toy Freddy. I haven't done Toy Chica yet. She's right here, but she still has the jump scare mechanic. But yeah, I just basically did the same thing like I said with Golden Freddy. Open it up, take out the springs, and put some putty at the joint so it's able to open and close inside. And I kept these guys clean because the toy animatronics are usually clean looking. I did draw some paper, then glue it into Freddy's mouth so he has that black void in there. Because it was just brown in there, and I thought it needed a black void. Same over here with Toy Bonnie. This one I kind of just marked in his mouth. See, it was pretty easy to do as well. I think it looks better without that giant block sticking out of their backs. I think it looks better that way. These animatronics are usually about the same height, so nothing too crazy with the scaling. They're all going to scale well together because they all come from the same series. That'll be it for this video. Do you guys think Ringmaster Foxy is worth being part of your collection? Do you think that he definitely is worth the $10, despite the jump scare mechanic, but still very cool looking aesthetically and pretty decent articulation? I say he's pretty worth it myself, but let me know what you all think down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and hype up this video to be seen through YouTube's algorithm. And if you really like this video and where it's going with this channel with these figure reviews, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell to be notified of my next videos, of when I upload more figure reviews, poses, news, all that stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye everyone. Take care. Oh yeah, and I will have a link in the description of the video that I used to open up these World of FNAF figures and open up and get rid of the jump scare mechanic. So I will leave a link in the description, so you can check that out and try it for yourself if you want to. Alright, bye everyone. You know, this whip kind of goes crazy.